What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be doing a NFL recap um, of the weekend. A very fun weekend. Again, if the games are close, we will look at the stats for them. Starting out with Packers Lions. Um, yeah, just a absolutely weird game. Lions starting out insanely hot, getting up big in the first half. Packers try to make a comeback, unsuccessful, 34-20. Yeah, not ideal here. And then Jaguars Falcons in the London game. Um, Falcons, man, struggling huge. Jaguars with the W. I'm curious to see how that one looks. But yeah, very very fun one there on there for the Jaguars. And then Rams Colts. Um, this one was a fun one. Um, yeah. We're going to start with the losing team. Colts lose 23-29. Anthony Richardson 11 for 25, 200 with two touchdowns. Rushing, Zach Moss 18 for 70. Anthony Richardson 10 for 56, one touchdown. And Trey Sermon 3 for 7. Receiving, Andrew Ogletree 3 for 48. Alec Pierce 1 for 38. Mo Alley Cox 1 for 35. Josh Downs 2 for 34. That boy gotta get him a touchdown eventually, man. Kylan Granson 2 for 24. Michael Pittman Jr. 1 for 15. Isaiah McKenzie 1 for 6, and then Zach Moss was targeted but no catches. And then defensively led by Julius Brentis, half a sack for Zaire Franklin, 1.5 sacks for Dayo Odeyingbo, something like that. And then Kenny Moore with an interception, and then that's it defensively. And yeah, very good game from the Colts, but the Rams, the eventual winners of this game, 27 for 40, 319, one touchdown, one pick. Kyron Williams led rushing, 25 for 103, two touchdowns. Ronnie Rivers 9 for 47, Matthew Stafford 2 for 14, Puka Nacua 9 for 163, one touchdown. Tyler Higbee 5 for 64, Van Jefferson 2 for 29, Tutu Atwell 5 for 24, Kyron Williams 3 for 24, Ronnie Rivers 2 for 10, Bryson Hopkins 1 for 5. Defensively, Christian Roseboom led with 5 tackles, 1 sack from Ernest Jones, another sack from Aaron Donald, and then that's it defensively. That's it. But yeah, very very fun game there. Went into overtime. Kind of shocking, really, the result of that one, kind of how close it was. But yeah, and then Ravens just dominating the Browns in every facet of this game. Starting quarterback Deshaun Watson out with a shoulder injury. Curious to see if he's going to be able to come back next week. But yeah, very very strange there. And then Vikings Panthers. This one's probably this one was one of the games that 0-3 teams meeting up. Who's going to win? We don't know. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings get the edge there, though. 12 for 19, 139, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Alexander Madison led rushing, 17 for 95. Cam Akers 5 for 40. And then Kirk Cousins 1 for nothing. Jefferson receiving 6 for 85. Tyler Hawkinson, what am I saying? TJ Hawkinson 2 for 24. KJ Osborne 1 for 16. Cam Akers 2 for 11. Alexander Madison 1 for 3. And then Jordan Addison was targeted but no catches. Defensively, Cameron Bynum led tackling with 3 sacks from Harrison Smith, 1 from DJ Onum, and then another from Marcus Davenport. But yeah, very fun one there for the Vikings. But let's go to the Panthers. Bryce Young, 25 for 32, 204. Didn't really do anything to sell the game, but just didn't really do anything to win the game either. No touchdowns, no interceptions, nothing like that. Chuba Hubbard, 14 for 41. Miles Sanders, 13 for 19. Bryce Young, 2 for 10. LaVisca Chenault, 1 for 7. And then Adam Thielen, 1 for 6. Receiving Adam Thielen, 7 for 76. Terrence Marshall Jr., 9 for 56. DJ Chark, 2 for 28. Miles Sanders, 3 for 13. Chuba Hubbard, 2 for 12. LaVisca Chenault, 1 for 12. Hayden Hurst, 1 for 7. And then Ian Thomas targeted but no catches. Jeremy Chin leading tackles with 1 sack as well. Yetur Gross Matos with a sack. Sam Franklin Jr. with a pick. Another pick from Camus Grugler Hill. That's a weird name. And that's it defensively. But yeah, very, very strange game again. 21-13 the final score. Again, I mean, like, that's a weird one because it's not like, I mean, there were no turnovers that I'm aware of on the Panthers, so it's not like they did anything to sell the game. If anything, the Panthers did the most to win the game. It's just, you know, the fight. The fight was won, and eventually it was a hard fought game. The Vikings ended up getting out there with a win. And then Titans, Bengals need to figure out something else. Just need to figure something out. 3 for 27. Hopefully Joe Burrow can figure something out by the end of the season, or else it's going to be a rough season for the Bengals. And then 26-9. Buccaneers get the dub. Buccaneers, man, they're showing out, man. They've been a good team all season. It's kind of surprising, but they've been a really solid team. And then Dolphins, Bills with the big W there after the Dolphins having a historical performance. Bills did not know. Dolphins could not find a way to stop the Bills. I mean, Josh Allen and Diggs just went off. It was crazy. And then, like, probably one of the better games of the week, Denver and Chicago. This one, we're going to start with the Bears, who Fields didn't play bad, man. He had 28 for 35, 335, 4 TDs, and that 1 pick to end the game. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the world went wrong, because, like, I don't know. The Bears are just horrible, man. I mean, like, I don't know. It's bad. It's really bad. The fact that the Bears gave up a 21-7 lead at one point is not ideal. But, I mean, Khalil Herbert led rushing 18 for 103. Justin Fields, 4 for 25. Tyler Scott, 2 for 19. Rashawn Johnson, 5 for 13. Velus Jones Jr., 1 for 10. Cole Kmet, 1 for 1. And, like, honestly, the one thing that I got to say here about this starting is Justin Fields needs to have more than 4 rushing attempts. Run bootlegs, run quarterback keepers, run whatever. I know it's one-dimensional, whatever, but Fields, I mean, again, he played great today. It's not like he had a horrible passing game, but if you can have games like this where he's in the passing game, eventually it was stopped because, again, they lost. Run the ball. Run the crap with the ball. Like, why are you continuing to pass the ball? I mean, obviously, they had over 200 yards total, I think. I mean, just looking at it, almost 200 yards total with a lot of guys getting in there. But, like, Fields needs to have more rushing yards. Now, I'm not saying to go out there and take hits. You know, get 5 yards and slide. I mean, like, it's that simple. Have Fields be helpful. Have Fields do that. Have Fields be a Lamar Jackson. I mean, like seriously. And then receiving, DJ Moore, 8 for 131 with a touchdown. Cole Kmet, 7 for 85, 2 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, 4 for 51. Equinemius St. Brown, 1 for 21. Khalil Herbert, 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 2 for 18. Mercedes Lewis, 1 for 8. And then Rashawn Johnson, 1 for 2. Defensively, TJ Edwards led. No sacks, no picks. Half a sack for Dominique Robinson and Zach Pickens. But yeah, I mean, just a weird game, really. I mean, because, I don't know. And then Wilson doing enough to get it done. 21 for 28, 223, 3 touchdowns, which is perfect. You want, like, if Wilson can have that game every week, you want him to. And then rushing, Jaleel McLaughlin, 7 for 72, Russell Wilson 4 for 13. Sorry. Samaje Perine 6 for 12, and then Javonte Williams. Prayers up to him as he got injured. I'm not sure how bad it is. Again, love Javonte. I've always loved him. He was that dude in college. Hope he can get better because man, he's such a good player, man. And then Jerry Jeudy 3 for 52. Receiving wise, Marvin Mims 2 for 47. Jaleel McLaughlin 3 for 32. Cortland Sutton 3 for 27. Samaje Perine 2 for 23. Lil Jordan Humphreys, that's a weird name. Lil Jordan Humphrey 1 for 11. Chris Manhertz 1 for 10. Javonte Williams 3 for 9. Nate Adkins 2 for 8. Brandon Johnson 1 for 4. And then Adam Trotman was targeted but nothing. And then defensively, leading in tackles is Delaren Turner Yell. And then Kareem Jackson 1 INT. And then 2.5 sacks for Nick Bonito. 1 sack for Jonathan Cooper, and then a half sack for Zach Allen. Yeah, very just that's probably the game of the weekend, honestly, which is crazy to say out loud, but that probably is the game of the weekend. And then this one, which is like, I'm gonna say it, the Commanders are the best 500 team ever. Like, seriously, because yes, they got destroyed by the Bills, which everyone kind of expected. But then they come out here, and they almost beat the Eagles, and Sam Howell has a dang near perfect game. 29-41, 291 touchdown. Just, like, amazing. Amazing game. Like, again, people call me a Sam Howell homer, which I am, 100%. I love Sam Howell with everything. I think he's a phenomenal quarterback. Like, but yeah. And so Sam Howell, who, I mean, he's playing great in my opinion. I mean, again, he's doing enough to help this team get wins and get almost wins. Like, of course, there's no moral victories in the NFL, but that's the moral victory right there. Losing to 3 to the Eagles, that's a great win right there. Brian Robinson 14 for 45 rushing wise. Howell 6 for 40 rushing wise, which is again perfect what you want from him. You don't want him to be mainly a rushing threat. You want him to be a passing threat, which is good. And then Antonio Gibson, 6 for 19. Logan Thomas, 1 for 2. Curtis Samuel, 1 for 1. Receiving McLaurin, 8 for 86. Curtis Samuel, 7 for 51. De'Ami Brown, Tar Heel, 2 for 51. Love to see him get involved with Tar Heel connection. Logan Thomas, 3 for 41. Jahan Dotson, 4 for 27. 1 tutty. Byron Pringle, 1 for 15, former Chief. Antonio Gibson, 1 for 7. Brian Robinson Jr., 2 for 6. And then John Bates, 1 for 6. Defensively, Cameron Curl led all tackling with 1 sack. 1 pick from Jonathan Allen, another pick from Chase Young. That's a sack, not a pick. 2 sacks, 1 from Jonathan Allen, 1 from Chase Young. No picks from them, too. And no interceptions. I don't know why I said picks. And then, yeah, so great game by the Commanders. And then the Eagles getting the win, 25 for 37, sorry. 319, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, DeAndre Swift, 14 for 56, 1 touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 9 for 34. Kenneth Gainwell, 4 for 14. And then receiving, A.J. Brown, 9 for 175, 2 touchdowns. Stupid. Devontae Smith, 1 for 78. Dallas Goedert, 2 for 25. DeAndre Swift, 4 for 23. Alamide Zacchaeus, 1 for 11. Kenneth Gainwell, 2 for 7. Defensively, Nicholas Morrow led tackles with 3 sacks. Josh Sweat had a sack. Hassan Reddick had a sack. Yes, I mean, that's the main thing is the sacks, man. The sacks were crazy. That's probably the main difference maker is defensively. They got to the quarterback a lot, which I think is the main thing that helped them get the win there. But again, this also went into overtime. Sam Howell having a phenomenal game-tying drive in the 4th quarter. Very, very fun game to watch. And probably the shocker of the weekend, Texans-Steelers. Texans looking like the real deal out here. They're going to make the Cardinals they're making that Cardinals trade look worth it, because not only are the Cardinals bad, they're probably going to get a top 10 pick, but now the Texans are out here looking mediocre. So they're out here looking like, a top 15 team. They're looking like a team that could possibly make a playoff run. They're looking like a team that could possibly compete for their division. They're looking like a team that's not going to have a top 10 pick. So the Cardinals might have lost that trade where they had to give up a top 10 pick, where they were able to get a top 10 pick for next year, and then the Cardinals only getting one. So yeah, I mean, that's a very, very good. Texans looking really good with everything going on. They're getting a massive win. And then Chargers, Raiders, absolutely crazy one there. Chargers getting the W. We're going to start with the Raiders. Aiden O'Connell, I'm not sure why he was the quarterback, but okay. 24 for 39, 238, one interception. Josh Jacobs, 17 for 58. Zamir White, one touchdown. Zamir White, 3 for 15. I don't know why I said 7. 3 for 15. And then Aiden O'Connell, 3 for 3. Josh Jacobs, receiving wise, 8 for 81. Devontae Adams, 8 for 75. Jacoby Meyer, 2 for 23. Amir Abdullah, 2 for 14. Hunter Renfrow, 2 for 12. Jacob Johnson, 1 for 12. And then Austin Hooper, 1 for 11. And then defensively, 1 INT for Trevor Moore Woodard, who also led tackles. 2 sacks for Max Crosby. And that's it defensively. And then Chargers offensively, Justin Herbert, 13 for 24, 167, one pick, 1 touchdown. Rushing wise, Joshua Kelly, 17 for 65, Darius Davis, 3 for 51, Justin Herbert, 12 for 27, and then Isaiah Spiller, 5 for 12. I will say that the entire AFC West, including the Chiefs, is looking mediocre. The Chiefs, not doing so hot at the moment. They'll figure it out, I think. But every AFC West team is looking incredibly mediocre right now, which is kind of normal because usually the Chiefs are excluded from that mediocrity. Joshua Palmer, 3 for 77. Keenan Allen, 3 for 32. 1 touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 1 for 18. Darius Davis, 2 for 16. Isaiah Spiller, 2 for 15. And then Gerald Everett, 2 for 9. Stone Smart was targeted, but no catches. Khalil Mack leads defense with 8 tackles and 6 sacks. Good gracious. No other sacks to go around, but 6 sacks is crazy. 1 pick from Asante Samuel Jr., which is, that's crazy. 6 sacks is absurd. I did not realize he had 6 sacks. That's crazy. And then 49ers beat the crap with the Cardinals. What's his name? Christian McCaffrey having 4 touchdowns. And then Cowboys-Patriots. Cowboys defense showing out again. If you had Cowboys fantasy and defense, they might be a league winner. I'm being dead serious. League winner, Cowboys defense. Good gracious. And then Jets, Chiefs, they have their own video of their own. Go check that out on the other game. But yeah, Chiefs able to narrowly escape with a win there. And then Seahawks, Giants with the W as well. Seahawks getting the big win there. Giants looking terrible right now. Got to figure out something on the O-line, because the Seahawks aren't one of those teams, because they play a lot of teams that have like a well-known defensive lineman or a well-known defensive attack. Seahawks aren't that, so you got to figure out a way to not get sacked 11 times against a mediocre defensive line. But yeah, it's they're going out kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but yeah, hopefully they can figure something out. Thank you all for watching. I know this is a bit longer than I like to keep these videos, but again, hopefully the longer these, the better the games are in the weeks, the more I can record, the longer I can talk about it, the longer I can go. So I know this is not as, I like to keep them a lot shorter, but the more games I want to talk about, I think the better, in my opinion. So I apologize, but I don't at the same time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.